What do we have here? No, seriously, what do we have here? What is this thing? Can you knife guys tell by looking at it what it is? It's got that, whatever that thing is on this side. You're looking down the blade with the closed blade. It's kind of weird looking over here on this side. It's got some weird stuff going on. Any ideas? Put your guess in the comments if you can guess before I actually show you what it is. So, if you didn't guess, too late. It's a Mantis Knives Gearhead.
Who are you calling a gearhead, meat sack?
Oh, it's a knife by Mantis Knives that kind of runs on gears. You can kind of feel them a little bit as it's opening. It's not the smoothest, but you can, it's smooth enough. I could kind of throw it out there. But that's not how you're supposed to open it. You're supposed to press down on this little Kickstarter dealy lever. So you press here, and it opens. Boom. And then it's a more or less standard liner lock, operation-wise, other than that. This one is the carbon fiber variant. It looks like it has, it's kind of odd the way they put it together. They have one layer, fairly thick layer, or a thicker layer of carbon fiber that is on this show side. Wait, is that the show side? Yeah, show side. And that's, I would say that's the structural piece, right? But then they have this top layer, a second layer of carbon fiber, but it's separated for some reason into two pieces. I don't know why. I guess my thinking is maybe, well, you might have to take it apart, so maybe that's one reason. The other reason is maybe it would be kind of weak right here, and you'd be worried about it breaking. I feel like you could add some stability to the knife, though, just by making it one piece here. And if you had to take it apart, take apart two more screws, and you could just take the whole thing apart with this piece and this piece. I don't know why they did it that way. I'm going to take off my ring. This is not my knife. It's someone else's. I don't want to scratch it up. It's a Damascus blade, obviously, or pattern welded, whatever you want to call it. What do they say? 62 layer Damascus. Maybe. It might be 62 layers there. Seems like less, but who knows? I don't know if that's really something that, is a big plus anyway. How many layers it is, just does it look nice? It looks pretty nice. It obviously has a core that's different than the rest of the Damascus. You can see the core right there in the center that's a little bit darker gray. Right? And then you can see it along here. That's a core that's different. My guess is it's VG10 core. That's a real popular kind of, I'm not going to say budget, but it's a very common Damascus core to use if you use the core. Like, seems like every knife I see that's not Damasteel will use a VG10 core. If it has a core, that is. There's some that doesn't have any core. It's just this same material all the way down, whatever those two materials are. Damascus type blades are made of two different materials, so when you etch them with some acid or even polish them without etching them, they'll show up a little bit different. Like if we polish this extensively, you could have both layers would be polished, or both of the two different materials. Let's say it's 9CR and 10CR, just for shits and giggles. One of them's a little softer than the other, so it'll actually polish into the blade a little further, and then you'll just be able to see just a little outline of it if you were to polish it. At least that's the way it works with some. The liner, I'm going to assume, is stainless steel, like powder coated. The back side here is interesting. It, I think that's that non-show side, the clip side frame, or whatever you want to call it, liner, although it's very thick for a liner, looks to be, I don't know what that is. I want to say it's maybe steel, but I'm not sure. And then you have another layer that's powder coated and has this sort of carbon fiber look, but I think it's steel. No, I think I read it's aluminum. Yes, I think these parts are aluminum on this backside, or at least one of the two of them is. So it's like a powder-coated aluminum. Okay, so big giant washer here to kind of give it some strength to that pivot. Because I think you could say that the pivot is mainly held in from this side, and then you have the gear operation part is over on this side. Definitely a fun little fidget knife. Opens pretty fast. Is not drop shutty, but you know, is not hard to close either. I can whip it closed. Definitely not drop shutty, but I can get it to close with some shaking. Got a decent sound to it when it opens. It's okay. I guess that's a little Mantis symbol right there. Pocket clip is pretty good size there. Lanyard hole, same, pretty good size. Yeah, pocket clip seems to be good. I think these go for around 200-ish. A little pricey, but I mean, you're looking at all this crazy stuff they had to do here. I mean, that's a gear working with other little gears as it spins and opens the blade. So there must be a separate set of gears inside, because everything I'm seeing moving is moving the opposite way the blade would be moving. I'm thinking there's this gear, and then there must be some more gears inside here. That's a total guess, but it would seem like it. Well, yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Well, maybe, let's see. This is spinning this way. Okay, maybe there's a center hub, like a center pivot hub that's geared, and that's attached right to the blade. That's maybe what it seems like. And these smaller gears are making it turn and opening the blade. Okay, yeah, I think that's probably what it is. So there may not be another set of gears over here, just a center hub right below this. Let's see, can we see that? If I had a nice flashlight, maybe we could. Yeah, so I think that's probably what it is. I think you can see that there is another central hub there that turns, that's being turned by those gears. It's about a 3-inch, well, no, it's actually a hair under 3-inch blade. So, yeah, you know, legal in most places. The ergos are better than you might think. They're not terrible. It feels okay. It's full 4-finger grip, even though it's only a 3-inch blade, because you can get up pretty high on this thing here, and all these little goochers on here kind of give it some okay grip. You can kind of feel the tip of that little bit right there kind of poking you, unless you're up above it a little bit. Down here, you can almost get 4 fingers, about 3.5 below this thing. But I think right on top of it isn't. Actually, that's kind of pokey right there. I'd go right below it or right here. Yeah, not bad. Blade is hollow ground. It's reasonably sharp. Cut some paper with it, and it did okay. What does it say on here? G&G Hawk. I think that's the design team, I guess. Hawk Design. I think I remember reading that. So, you know, do with this info what you will. The Gearhead by Mantis Knives is pretty neat. Pretty neat little conversation piece, you know. Is it a daily carry? I think you're going to get lint in here and junk in here. You're going to get it all gummed up, I think. Might even need a little oil right now, because it's definitely, you can kind of feel the gears as it opens. And it has a detent, so it's not flopping out of here. And you have to kind of overcome that detent to get it going. That's why it does pop open. Like if I didn't have it all the way closed, you could still pop it open. Maybe you have to press a little faster though. Yeah, it definitely goes better if it's all the way closed, when the detent gives it some pressure buildup on arm. Neat knife though. Very cool looking. Very steampunky. Futuristic. Yeah. So, if you got some extra money burning a hole in your pocket and you want a very cool conversation piece knife, maybe grab the Mantis Gearhead. Have a nice day. And thanks to the Iowa Museum of Sweet Sweet Pocket Knives for the loan of this Gearhead.